Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I posted a video, but I have good reasons for that happening. So let's get straight into our message predictions for the month of November 2025. But you see, as I say 2025, it feels like I'm diving deeper into. Interesting. I'm already getting visions. I'm diving deeper into other years or other periods of time, almost like I want to say we are not in 2025, or I guess we can say time doesn't matter. And this is timeless. And why is this timeless? It is timeless and it is not. It is timeless because whoever is watching this video, they are going to, and the message applies, they are going to watch this video very soon after I post it, is what wants to come through. Interesting. Okay. Those that are going to watch the video later on, it is going to have a different meaning. Almost like whoever is going to watch later on, they will find deeper meanings, deeper layers in the message. That's that. Okay. So, before I hit the record button, I received some channeled messages, some keywords and key phrases, and I also pulled a card. I'm going to show you the card first. Your witchcraft, spell work and divination, gather materials and revel. Step under the moon. And this card came out in reverse. Seems like for a collective of people, the message here is you will get in touch with the unknown, with what's behind the veil more and more in the month of November, but it's going to start in the month of October. And probably many people say that in October, at the end of October, the veil is getting thinner. For a reason or another, the deck I'm using today is called Oracle of Great Mystics. And I believe this is of importance because some of you watching are great mystics. And you pertain, maybe some of you, maybe all of you, to what I mentioned earlier. You will watch this message later on, not soon after I post it, and you will discover, you will discover deeper meanings, deeper understandings around it, in it. And this is what I feel. Oh yeah, this is what I feel that's going to happen in the month of November, generally speaking now, for the collective. Someone wants you to be confused. This, when I say someone, this is an energy in someone or an energy in you, or vice versa. First in you and then in someone else. Maybe a mirroring of sorts is happening here. There is a whole lot of confusion. Some sort of entity, person, parasite is what I want to say. Wants to get under your skin, wants to confuse you. They want to stop you from seeing a truth or the truth in a situation. And as I'm saying these words, our card that was in reverse is now upright. So you might discover something related to witchcraft. I'm going to put this out there for someone. This can very well be related to you discovering some sort of a curse, black magic, spell work that has been done over your lineage. It is something that's in your shadow. I'm being very pulled towards this dark energy behind our blue lady here. I also am getting a message that you might consider yourself a healer, or you might just be a very healing energy. Unknown, what is this about? A very healing energy, but you either isolate yourself, or if that doesn't apply, you just keep things to yourself, almost like you are not, the word discovered is what wants to come through. You haven't been discovered just yet. You are doing, maybe you are just being yourself, and you are very healing as a presence, but not many they have been recognizing that about you. Almost like there was a spell with all this dark energy around you, not to be seen. You are not to be seen, you are not to be discovered, you are not to be shown to the world. Interesting. And this is what, wow, it's a little bit dark what wants to come through here. This is what you are going to understand in the month of November. Maybe already started to happen. This can also be related for some. And what I'm saying is partially true, so take it with a grain of salt. What I'm about to say, it is part of what you are going to discover related to this generational curse. Oh yeah. Things are complex here. And maybe you are someone that you are healing enmeshment, is what wants to come through with your family. And this is only a part of a bigger truth. It is, you are putting a puzzle together. I don't know if this applies only to the month of November, but you are definitely here putting a puzzle together. You are gathering information. You are getting to understand an area of life, an area of your life, something about someone, something about the world in general, something about maybe healing abilities, maybe witchcraft, about something. You are putting the pieces of the puzzle all together, and slowly but surely, and I'm seeing the turtle spirit in my mind's eye, you are getting there. You are completing the puzzle. You are having a breakthrough. And when I'm saying this, they are taking me, the guides, the energies, they are taking me to one of the phrases that I've been told before hitting the record button, and that is, alchemizing is not enough. We have to experience it with all our senses, but not to the degree our mind is imagining it. Okay? So, you might have a reoccurring dream or nightmare. Dream is correct said. Might be a prophetic one. So what is that supposed to mean? Something that's meant to happen in one way or another, and maybe you have a lot of fear around it, a lot of worries, and you might alchemize situation usually, or maybe you are learning how to do it at the moment. But regarding this specific situation, alchemizing it seems like, as you usually do it, or will do it, it is not enough. You have to go a little bit, you have to experience it, from what I'm understanding here, with all our senses. And it's funny because I've seen a video the other day with a lady, and she said that science discovered that we have at least, or we have 34 senses, not only 5. I don't know how to get deeper into it. Maybe I'm not supposed to, because I don't remember other details about it. But yeah, this is a thing that we as a collective are going to experience the month of November. We have to experience something. You can alchemize the fear, the worry, the situation itself before, but it is not enough for what reason or another. It is not enough because, why it is not enough? This is something collective, you guys, that has to be tasted, experienced, devoured, is how it wants to come out, piece by piece, slice by slice. Again, it is not going to manifest to the degree that your mind is imagining it, but it is going to, you are advised here to look at this event or a chain of events just as experiences, with curiosity if you want, knowing that it is after all a breakthrough. There is the light at the end of the tunnel, and not sure what is this all about for the collective. Maybe it's going to come through. It is related to another sentence here, seems like. Which one? Golden eagle through mirroring with another. Golden eagle. This is a very complex situation that the collective is going to experience in the month of November. I can feel it. Or it was at least. Or at least it seemed like being very complex. Okay, I realize now I'm talking for different people that find themselves in different point in this journey, right? And for some of you, you are looking at a complex situation where you have to adopt a beginner's mind. It's a complex situation where you are just entering this experience, so to speak. Others of you, you are deeper into the puzzle, deeper into the experience. You already have tasted some of it, so to speak, some of this cake, right? You quite have a knowing of how to maneuver it, manipulate it, in the best sense of the word, of course. But still, beginner's mind is needed here and there. You are being here guided by Christ energy. You are being here. It is important to know what you are working with. It is important to know you are working with Christ energy, which is the holy fire, which is fire after all. The alchemical reaction between Holy Spirit and the realm of unconscious or all potentialities is fire. It is that sort of a fire that once we get a taste of it, first of all, it seems like we are destined for it. The whole humanity is destined for it at some point. And once we get a taste of it, it's a process that cannot be stopped, right? Yes, maybe there are periods where not much is happening. There are periods where we might experience how it wants to come out is some sort of an illusory stability, right? But it really depends how much of our potential is going to how much it is destined for every single person to uncover in themselves, to experience in themselves. And based on that, how can I say this? Give me just 1 second. Yes. Okay, I get it. I get it. So this is what I'm understanding here. I'm talking here to a collective that works with Christ energy, Holy Fire, Holy Spirit. And you are seekers of truth. And some, you are at the beginning of this journey. You want to know more, you want to find out more. Others of you, it's a process that's unstoppable to a certain degree because, indeed, because some others are now, you are either entering into a chapter or you are already in it, indeed, where now you have a choice. Now you can, remember when I said this is an unstoppable process for some. For others, you arrive or you are already in a chapter where you can make a choice. You can say, okay, I'm okay here. Holy Spirit, Holy Fire, God, Christ, I'm okay here. No more. No more change, no more transition. That's how it wants to come out. It's quite beautiful. And I feel like I have to pull this card out. Dawn of Grace, New Beginnings, the haughty self. Interesting, that sun in the background talking about Holy Fire. And in this card we have two, I believe these are swans, but they look quite alienated to me. They look like two alien swans. If you could just focus just a little bit. Okay. Can you see how they look a little bit strange? My camera is about to die. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I don't know, the light is a little bit strange because I don't have my old lights, but it's fine. Okay, let's continue. So you guys, as I changed my battery, our two cards that we pulled fell down the floor in this position, right? Like this. And this tells me that there is a curse between you and something, you and someone, you and really, I feel very strongly you and your family, you and the planet. Ooh, I have chills. You and yes, there is a curse, there is some sort of a dark spell. Let's get deeper into it. What is this? there is a Grand Canyon between you and something or someone. And I hear 888, 888, abundance, right? There is a Grand Canyon between you and something or someone. And in order to get to one another, whatever that is, you have to go through, again, you are putting here a puzzle together, a series of experiences. You have to taste something that maybe you didn't really like in the past, or you are not even enjoying it too much at the moment. But the point is, you are advised to look at it just as an experience and not to label it as being something good or something bad or whatever is it in between. Any nuance, any shade of gray, any nuance or shade of good or bad, right? It is just what it is. It just is how it wants to come through. And so accepting what is what is going to build Earth. Very interesting vision. I'm receiving my third eye. That Grand Canyon is going to be filled up with Christ energy, indeed, from the bottom up, which will allow, maybe not fully filled, I'm not sure what that is supposed to mean. What is that supposed to mean? There might be some cracks here and there at the moment of meeting, when the time hits 12 or 7 or 6, 5, it doesn't matter the time, maybe. And all these hours, they come through because it seems like you missed each other lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Whatever this is for every one of you watching. But this is the time where you will meet. And I'm not seeing either of you having... Okay, I am back. I had to take a break. I don't really remember what I was saying, but I believe it was something about these two energies. This can be you and someone else. I hear burnt out, but let's move further into what I channeled, the key phrases that I have over here, key phrases, keywords. So this is what I got. Golden eagle, through mirroring with another. Praying with the angels. Seeing someone, something clearer. Tasting a fruit that once was bitter. Now we get to appreciate, understand that as being an experience. So basically here is something about having an experience and taking it as such. It is what it is type of situation. We are not labeling it again as good or as bad. It just is. And through living it, experiencing it as it comes, we neutralize it and we don't give it any type of charge. Interesting. Alchemizing is not enough. We have to experience it with all our senses, but not to the degree our mind is imagining it. And I think we talked about this. Then I was getting golden opportunity, golden opportunity, golden opportunity, golden opportunity, golden opportunity 5 times. Or there are 5 golden opportunities on the horizon. There is something with number 5, something with a hand, something with the hand of God. I'm seeing someone looking at something or someone else and saying, Doesn't matter from which angle I look at you, I see no fault in you. I see no fault in you. And I believe this, what I'm saying, is reflecting back to the first phrase I read, golden eagle through mirroring with another. What we see in other, we see, what we see in ourselves, we see in another type of situation here. There is a interesting, there is a projection, but it's somehow in reverse. What is this? Bear with me 1 second here. This message is for someone or for a collective of people that you guys are vessels, pure vessels from the divine. The label is super empath, is what comes through, and somehow the divine is using you to become, really to embody, to become a mirror of sorts for another. But I believe it's for what they aspire to become. It's almost like a future self is being embodied by you or by someone to show you, or you to show someone, or maybe a group of people, what they can become. Okay. Then I was getting a Grand Canyon between two or more energies. The bridge cannot be made by a tarantula, as it has to be done by experience, a rainbow bridge. The bridge cannot be made by a tarantula. And when I'm saying the tarantula here, we are not talking about the spider as the cosmic weaver, the sacred meaning of the spider, actually, not even so much of the tarantula. Tarantula in this case is more of a filter or an energy we carry in ourselves from the past, and not a positive one. It feels as being an energy that pulls the collective down. It pulls you down. It's something unprocessed. And it's very funny. I'm being given a vision with meat that's not processed meat. To whatever you're trying to get, or your spirit is trying to get, by passing over this rainbow bridge, passing over this Grand Canyon between you and someone. In the past, you have been experiencing processed meat. So not the tenderloin, not the juicy steak, not the real deal, not the top notch, or not the best of the best in a certain area of your life. This can be a relationship, this can be a situation, a career, money, finances, a place to live, right? And there is a need here to pay attention to that, and you will see that through a mirroring here, that you haven't been experiencing the real deal. You have been experiencing processed meat, sausage, what do I know, some sort of a processed meat, where, let's say, some of the real deal, some of the real deal was mixed with a whole lot of other ingredients, not the best of the best, not top notch, just yeah, just maybe someone here was selling you a false story, or whatever it is. It's, you have been experiencing just a little bit of the real deal and a whole lot of superficiality, falsity, ingredients that are there to fill the space, not to bring you anything of value, if it makes sense, right? You were looking for gold in empty spaces. And then the last phrase I got is golden opportunity on the horizon again. Yeah. There is also something here about dissipating fear related to the rainbow bridge I mentioned. Dissipating fear and more love, more love, more love. Interesting. Okay, what else? What else for the collective for the month of November? Let's pull some more cards. Three cards. Fluid wave, adapt and repeat, settle into new roles, change. In this card, it's upright. Okay, the first one, Druid, advice through the past, alchemy and nadir, which I don't know what that means. This is in reverse. Advice through the past, this is in reverse. Okay, yeah, remember there is something here of, in our message for November, about what we experienced in the past wasn't the real deal. It was a mix of ingredients in something that was presented to be the real deal by circumstances, by life, by someone. So maybe someone here might try to convince you that whatever you have, or whatever you had, or whatever you experienced is the only way, or is the only thing, or that's the only, yeah, that's the only way you can see that, you can live that, you can experience that. But it's a lie. And maybe, and only maybe, there are ulterior reasons for that. So a heads up, right? Someone might present themselves as being wise, or as being druid in reverse, right? As being a teacher of sorts. They might want to teach you something, or to show you something with this gesture over here. Look how many things I have, or look how many things I know about this specific topic. But actually, they do say all those things, or they do, yeah, it's long story short, you should just leave the room. You should not listen to what they say. And the last card is magical mystics, research and spellcraft, know the unknown, interpret signs. And this card somehow, it's in a mist, in a fog, it's It's all over the place. What a beautiful card. And the message here is, in the month of November, you will see signs, you will see the truth, you will see the truth clearer and clearer. What before wasn't clear enough, or you weren't prepared to see a relationship, a situation, a reality as being a reality. Now you are getting closer to accepting it, to seeing it. Do you see that mirror? A lot of mirrors. Do you see that mirror? Okay, what else for the month of November? I heard a magical encounter with a lover. A magical encounter with a lover. There is something here that you are not expecting, or / you didn't expect. It takes you, or it's going to take you by surprise. Okay. There is if this is a romantic encounter or a romantic relationship, you and this person, this is related, you guys, with what I mentioned about the tenderloin, the steak, and the processed meat, right? The one that's not the real deal. Maybe you have a history of failed relationships, or if it's not romantic, you can just apply to a friendship, or what do I know, family situation, job, career. Indeed. Okay. And what I understand from what I'm being shown is, this is the tenderloin. This is the T-bone steak that you like. And now I heard, or at least that's how it shows to be. But these words come as a mark of confusion. You guys, this is such a strange energy, and it's with purpose, is what some angelic presence says here. It's with purpose. And I hear, are you going to fall again for a guidance that's not of your own? Are you going to fall again for a guidance that's not of your own? Interesting. What else? There are just a few angels without agenda. There are many, remember, when you turn the coin, the other side is, it can be immature, an immature energy. So let's say if you are someone like a tarot reader, or what do I know, a channeler of sorts, and you take a whole lot of guidance from angels, ask them to show their real faces. Ask them to show their real faces. Interesting. Very interesting. So, in the month of November, maybe in someone's life, a love interest might show up, which can be a repetition of the past or just another lesson, and you have to follow your own guidance. a guidance that's of your own. Ooh. And I believe what's meant to be said by that is, okay, maybe you are someone that takes advices or takes guidance from beings of light or what you perceive to be of light, but are they aligning with what you feel to be true in yourself? Any other way to put this? This can also apply with a family member. There is someone here, a family member of yours, which they have a hidden agenda, you guys. They have a hidden agenda regarding you. Or if it's not regarding you, it's regarding someone also from your family. There is a whole lot of control, the energy of control, which is, the word is diabolical. Interesting. Okay, so what's to be done? What else should we know about the situation? Remember, you will be mirroring. There is a mirroring here with another. Golden eagle, how was that one? Golden eagle, through mirroring with another. You will see yourself as being the golden eagle through a mirroring with another. This is very important, related to what I just mentioned regarding hidden agendas of spirits or of people. People are also spirits embodied, right? Yeah, we have a lot of spirits in us, right? And what else about this golden eagle? You will look at this golden eagle, per se, another person, and you will see in them qualities that you now recognize in yourself, and there is letting go of self-sabotaging behaviors, beliefs from the subconscious mind. And through that, there are a whole lot of ancestors being released from the rat race of this planet. And as a result, you are being marked with the sign of evolution. You are evolving here. You are being marked with multiple signs, multiple marks on your forehead regarding your evolution. First one in your lineage is what I'm being told. Nobody before could do that. You now, through the mirroring with this other energy, you are being pushed forward in life, so to speak. Okay. Okay, what else for the month of November for the collective? There is an energy here which is very strategic, very calculated, very cold, is what I'm being told. Very cold, very calculated. And they might take some, or I don't think they will take any cold or any imbalanced action towards you. It's almost like interesting. This person, this energy, they will be tested by the divine. They will get some sort of a dark thought, or scratch all of that. The whole idea is no dark forces, no dark actions will be taken towards the great mystics, is what I'm being told. This is the idea. No dark actions, will be taken towards the great mystics, towards the real earth angels embodied, is what I'm being told. Or towards the Christ energy. Holy Spirit. I believe that's the message for the month of November. Thank you very much for being here with me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.